Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. This is happy music, isn't it? Oh, it's been a rush, but I didn't think I was going to get the iconic stream in tonight. It's been a busy Sunday afternoon, but we've just got home. I've thrown the kids in bed. With a bit of luck, they will stay there. And we are here in, what's the name of this airport? Halifax, Northamptonshire or something? No idea. ICAO code is Kilo India X-Ray Alpha, I know that much. Strangely enough, it has an ICAO code, but it doesn't have an IATA code, which is rather strange. Apparently it wasn't important enough, but never mind. Good evening, Danny, Christopher Shaw, Chris Hogg, Mark, Lander Lakes, and Tom C. Tom C, I have just seen your message on Discord. I shall have to try and rectify that tomorrow, I'm afraid. I was thinking about this a little bit earlier on. With these iconic flights, obviously winter is drawing in. Doing this at 2000 hours, 2030 hours Zulu time as it is, it means that the sun is starting to get quite low in the sky here in the USA, which is great. That's going to lead for some great effects, so looking forward to seeing this, and particularly with the new clouds since Sim update number 7, really looking forward to seeing that. Jim Goodyear, Nick T, hello you guys as well. We are on the North Europe server, all players, if anyone wants to fly with us. And of course we do have live weather turned on. Live weather, live time. J-Hog, good evening. How's your tea been? I've just spent the last few hours with J-Hog, stuffing our faces. I'm rather full now, has to be said. So, we'll just give it a couple of more minutes for anybody who wants to come in and join us. Let's show you the route after we depart from Halifax Northampton Regional Airport. Bring this over. There we go, here we are. So, nice and straightforward. We are going to get onto the runway, and I reckon, yeah, we'll fly northbound. Don't need to backtrack or anything like that. Nice light aircraft. Intersection departure. We'll depart from here, take off northbound, and after taking off then, we can make a left turn over the Animal Rescue Centre and across Foss Recycling to meet back up with the I-95. S. Rivers, good evening. FB, good evening. J-Hog, I feel like a pot-bellied pig. Haven't you just eaten one of those? Quality cabinets and woodworks. Yeah, so that's the plan. That's how I see our initial departure, and then we'll look forward to seeing what is en route. We'll just give it a couple more minutes and then we shall get out and on board. Hopefully our Diamond DV-20 aircraft will not have the pink propeller as it did on the last iconic stream. There was a slight issue there following Sim update number 6, but channel member Dark Fury has fixed that for us, all being well, so that should work rather nicely. I am loving these clouds. I'm absolutely loving these clouds. Hey, J-Hog, don't blame me. I'm still debating whether to give the leftovers to the dog or have those for my supper. Those clouds are looking rather beautiful. Neil Dawkins, good afternoon from Winnipeg in Canada. What's the weather like for you up there? This is one of those little regional airfields which I think Azobo have actually done not a bad job, considering it really is just a private airfield. Has around 90% aircraft movements are private, about 10% military. But yeah, we're going to get going pretty soon. Now, ordinarily I would announce this on the Discord server, so people have got a lot more time to get in and load it up. I didn't know, literally, until around 10 minutes ago, I was going to be able to do this flight this evening. So apologies to all of you on the Discord server that I didn't get to you quickly enough to announce that this flight was taking place this evening. But either way, we'll get airborne, and anyone that does want to fly with us, I'm certain will be able to catch us up. Chris Hogg, you're loving the music tonight. We always have a happy theme on a Sunday night. A little bit of boogie music. It's the end of the week. What better way to end the week than a little bit of fun? Klaus, good evening to you. And Neil, light snow and -8 degrees. My God, I thought it was dropping cold here. Here in the UK, we've had an unseasonably warm November. It's been like 14, 15 degrees, which for November is just insane. It's dropped to about between 3 and 6 degrees today, and suddenly all the big winter coats have come out. S. Raymond, you're just loading up. Great stuff. Pete Mosley, hello. Ryan, how do you log onto the North Europe server? I will quickly show you for anyone who wants to know. So if you're on your loading screen or wherever, basically get to the options screen and top right hand corner where your username is. You can just come down, we're online, and you can select the server that you want to be on. Right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start that engine up, and we'll think about getting airborne. Mark, it felt like -8 on the Yorkshire coast. Yeah, a little bit of wind chill factor, I would imagine, for you there. Oh, beautiful. Dark Fury doing a fantastic job. No more purple displays with the prop. So I hope you've all had a good week. This flight is purely about entertainment, having fun, and the entire community of you guys being with us as well. So go and grab a drink from the fridge or put the kettle on, and we'll give you a good hour's worth of entertainment, hopefully. And if you're flying alongside us, then more's the better. George the Pilot, thanks so much for subscribing. George the Pilot, sim pilot or real life? Of course you don't have to answer. Let's just get rid of the chat box, and of course that stream starting soon as we are about to depart. Mark, you've got the big coat on. I do not blame you. It's definitely well, not to put too fine a point on it, you know winter's arrived when you're out walking the dog and the little parcel that he drops has steam coming off it. Roland, hi, I hope I am with you this evening. You're just loading in. Great stuff. Right, let's release that parking brake and spin our aircraft around, shall we? There's a few more of us all loading in now, and a few different aircraft coming in as well. Lovely to see. J Hug, you're just loading in 2 minutes. No problem, you can take the shortcut. Depart facing south. Anyone that's going to load in a little bit later on, depart facing south and you'll catch us up. Right, so that's the parking brake off. Spin her around. That low sun is causing some great shadowing effects. Has anyone noticed a performance increase then with Sim Update 7? This, of course, will be the first Iconic Flights update since Sim Update 7. Jayhawk, no scene on yours today. Oh well, I'm not sure whether to be more grossed out by that or concerned that you actually looked. I think everyone, or I've certainly had a bit of an update with better frame rates, and just the weather is looking far better once again. Sim Update 7 went rather smooth for me. Few flaps out. Nick T loading in now, no problem. There were plenty of chance for you to catch up. Okay, so as I say, I'm going to depart north. Anyone that's loading in late, just depart south and you'll catch us up, because we're going to go north and then we're going to take off. So once again, if you are just catching up with us on the stream, the initial routing out of Halifax Northampton Regional Airport will be... I've now just pulled ourselves up right here. We're going to depart northbound, fly straight out over these what look like solar panels, and then we'll pick up the 903. That takes us to the I-95. Oh, there's a Burger King, and then we're going to head down onto the I-95. Those of you loading in maybe perhaps a little bit late, all you guys need to do is depart southbound and then make a right-hand turn, and you will catch us up somewhere down here, I'm sure. Okay, let's get to it. definitely feel like I have better frame rates on this flight. This looks really smooth. Hopefully that's coming across in the stream as well. Loving this music. Nice and upbeat for a Sunday evening. There's the touchdown zone. Let's use that as our takeoff zone, shall we, tonight? Oh, lovely takeoff. Hardly any wind. So we'll just keep a lookout now for all those solar panels, or whatever they were, beneath us. And then that 903 road. Start retracting those flaps. Chris Hogg, I'm in the DV, the Diamond 20. Great aircraft, nice and solid. And flies itself quite nicely once you've got it trimmed out. It is fixed wing. So I expected to see those what looked like solar panels. Mind you, Google Maps, Bing Maps, etc. might be slightly out of date. In fact, I think, is that the road? I've missed the road. Yeah, so let's just spin around. We'll find it again. We've got no problem. We'll find it. Mark, you've had a performance drop, really? That's, well, annoying, to say the least. Zeke's just got your kids on a nap time. That is one of the best times to be alive, when your kids are asleep. Michael, you've been grounded since Sim Update 6. Can't look around the cockpit using any buttons or... Oh, that sounds like a full reinstall is going to be required. Mark, your problems have been with the fly-by-wire. Tonight's pretty good though. Yeah. Hopefully you've got the new update from fly-by-wire. Right, here's that intersection. More importantly, there's the Burger King. Zeeks, you're feeling so calm when they're asleep. Twins. Ah, I'm with you. Triplets here, mate. Triplets. The only time I'm calm is when they're asleep or at nursery. Okay, here we go. Left hand turn. And we're back on the I-95 for the first time in 2 weeks. We definitely didn't do one last week. I can't even recall if we did one the week before, to be honest with you. We may have had 3 weeks off. Trim out this aircraft. Let me just get in. We're at good altitude there, so let me just trim that out. Oh, look at those clouds and that low sun in the sky. Nice stuff. Michael, yeah, sadly it does sound like it's going to be a reinstall. So when you've got a spare 4 days, crack on. Always a pleasure when we can use live weather as well on these streams. I always find, as well, as good as the presets are, live weather is where it's at for me. I love the live weather. Right, down we go. Let's see what we can see then, shall we? To be honest, not very much at the moment. I don't like to look ahead on the maps and see what's coming up. I kind of think it spoils the surprise. So I will be just as surprised as you are with what we see. To be honest, not very much. The Lebanon Baptist Church is coming up. That's surely not in the right country. LA Kids 143, good evening, mate. You're going on the 77 Max tomorrow. Oh, wow. Hope your will's made out. The Lebanon Baptist Church is just down there. Yeah, in all seriousness, they've fixed the 737 MAX now, haven't they? Thank goodness. Didn't do Boeing any good image-wise, that aircraft, sadly. And the 737 went from being the most popular aircraft in the world to Boeing's most troubled aircraft. Brian Dyer, hello, you're trying to get the sim booted up, you'll meet us en route. Yeah, I'm sure you are. I've also got, as well as obviously multiplayer on at the moment, I've also got live traffic turned on, so you never know, we may get accosted by some real live traffic, which is currently being provided, models, etc., by IAG. No, it isn't. AIG. I always get that wrong. IAG is much easier to say, but it's AIG, the Alpha India group. So, are all you guys using AIG as well, or are you opting for the simple traffic mod, or are you not opting for anything at all? Let me know. Always curious to hear what you guys have got loaded in. Right. Here comes the first little junction we've had so far. We've got a Shell garage and we've got an Exxon garage. What did Exxon used to be called here in the UK? Exxon's Esso, isn't it? Is Esso still going? I fill up at Morrison's nowadays, just at the end of the road. Yeah, so two competing petrol stations, or gas stations if you're American. Yeah, and then after that, not much. Now, I find this quite interesting. This, all these tree lines here, it's got a great name. It's called the Burnt Coat Swamp. If you have any suggestions as to why it is called the Burnt Coat Swamp, let me know, because I have absolutely no idea. So J-Hog, you're on AIG. Brian, you have both, but you prefer AIG. Nick T, yeah, Esso in the UK. And Mark, you certainly have got an Esso where you are. Exxon is the US, yeah, same company, different name. It's like, what's the name of the car manufacturer? Is it Opel in Europe, and is it Vauxhall here in the UK? Is it Vauxhall? I may have made that up. I think it's Opel and Vauxhall. I think Vauxhall was too complicated for the Germans to pronounce. Brian, Esso is still in Canada, is it? Nice. A lot of swamps around here. Jacket Swamp, Burnt Coat Swamp. Do these people not like outdoor wear? Burnt Coat Swamp, Jacket Swamp. Technicolor Dream Coat Swamp is next. Mark J-Hog, yeah, is it Opel and Vauxhall? Is it that one? Weird, isn't it? Very weird. Now, we have got Saint Chapel over there. This is a very sort of, well, very sparsely populated area, but we've still got lots of chapels. Enfield Peanut Co-op is down there. It's just farmland, isn't it? Lots and lots of farmland. I think I need to get the Seasons mod, don't I? Ooh, updraft. I need to get the Seasons mod because I'm pretty certain it's not all looking this green. Wow, that really was an updraft. Get back down. Don't want to go any higher than 2,000 feet. Not for a nice VFR fight. 1,800 feet is a good level. Dr. Magic, you couldn't get to the airport tonight, so you're watching along. No problem, Dr. Magic. You know where we're heading, so if you want to join us at any point, then of course you are more than welcome. Now Bob asks a really good question. Will AIG be incorporating AFCAT files or the equivalent to allocate realistic gates? That would be nice, considering, you know, things like at London Heathrow, you want British Airways all at stand at Terminal 5 etc. That would be fantastic if that happens. Land O'Lakes, you work at SO in CA. Is that California? Come on, Land O'Lakes, give me a hand. You know I'm useless with my American states and things. Jeff, Opel was part of the GMC. That's right. Mark, is the Seasons mod worth it? Was thinking about getting that myself. I actually don't know, but I think, I don't know, I guess you just want to see something a bit different with the Seasons, don't you? John Delmar, you're following the stream in caravan mid-France en route eventually to Malaga. Wow. Road trip. Road trip indeed. Mark, no, I don't think it was a lot of money, so it might be worth going and grabbing that. Christopher Shaw, you follow the I-95, no idea where you are. You and me both, kid. This is the North Carolina SB way station, if you want to type that into Google, that you can see down below us. Chris, has everyone got the new fly-by-wire installer update? Yeah, do you mean the one showing the A220? Obviously not there yet. Oh, there's a creek down there. J-Hog, you'll like this. This creek is called Fishing Creek, so you would expect there's some wildlife in there. Little junction coming up. We've got a BP garage. BP? I don't think I've seen a BP garage during this stream yet. So a BP garage, which is then flanked on either side by the Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church and the Hickory Church. So many churches. That is the BP garage, that beautifully rendered red building just there. You can tell when the satellite went over, HGVs were on the I-95 at that point, weren't they? I seem to still be climbing. Let me trim this out. Yeah, we're just getting a bit higher. Don't want to go too high. I can see some cumulus clouds ahead. Look to be building ever so slightly. Too cold, though. Far too cold for thunderstorms at the minute. A little bit of... a little bit of turbulence coming in. I've just pressed the wrong button and activated my rudder. Don't want that. Let's de-rudify things, shall we? Ah, Jeff, so BP bought out Arco about 20 years ago. Is that why they're showing? That would make sense. So I've definitely not seen a BP garage in the stream since we started this iconic Journeys flight, but that makes sense now. Thank you. I do love this playlist. I think this music playlist is just great. E-Log Homes, some business or other, perhaps making log cabins, potentially. Michael Jones 420, you really enjoy these flights. Oh, good to hear it. As far east as I've been is Eastern Ohio. Well, we're coming up to a slightly built up area here. Oh, the Cheesecake Factory Bakery. Where's that? That is this building just here, the Cheesecake Factory Bakery. We need to stop off. Cheesecake. We've spoke about cheesecake before on the channel and how amazing it is. So what have we got? We've got the Cheesecake Factory Bakery, we've got Drake Elevator Products, Poppies, a few basically hotels and inns just over there. But that's the house. That's the building we need to go to. And then we've just got... That's quite neat, isn't it? A little residential area there for the workers. Barry Barton! Hey Barry, how you doing, sir? Hope you're well. Definitely upbeat music tonight to get us in the mood for a Monday morning. Now we'll just bear around to the right a little bit. We've got the rest area, Nash County, I-95. That's what you can see just coming up here. Barry, glad to hear it. Hope you've had a good week. Had a good Sunday as well, good weekend. So glad we got to get this streaming tonight. I was concerned we were going to have another night missing it. GD, good evening. Barry Barton, whereabouts are we? Good question. We're in the middle of blooming nowhere, to be perfectly honest with you. I have no idea. The I-95 Nash County rest area, which is a bit of a pain to say. I'm trying to look ahead to see where or if we've got any. Right, there's going to be an airport coming up, I'm almost certain of that. We are just coming to the east of Golden East Rocky Mount, it's called Rocky Mount. So I-95 Rocky Mount, if anyone wants to get Google up and find that, there's got to be an airport nearby, I'm almost certain of it. Let me do a quick Google search, see if I can find one. Yeah, so there's the Rocky Mount Wilson Regional Airport, which if anyone wants to get loaded in, I think that's going to be the next one that is going to be near us. Let's see if I can just grab the ICAO code for that. Problem is I'm trying to keep track of where we are, and oh, Mark's pulled it up. Kilo Romeo Whiskey India. Dark Fury, good evening, sir. We were just complimenting you on the fact I no longer have a pink propeller. Okay, so that is a rather large junction that takes us off towards Rocky Mount if we headed east. Obviously we're not going to head east. So that is where the I-95 meets Route 64, I think it is. Lewis Aviation, good evening, sir. Hope you are well. Anyone else on Google Maps trying to find out where we are? We are just passing Little Easonburg, which is E-A-S-O-N-B-U-R-G. Frank WG, good evening from Doncaster Fall. Mark, I haven't updated fly-by-wire for a couple of days, so we're still working fine for me. I'll have to pick that up tomorrow, see what happens. Get on our Discord server though, and drop a message there, see if anybody else has had a similar issue. Lewis Aviation, I'm good, thank you. Managed to rush back, get this stream started, throw the kids in bed. With a bit of luck, they've not killed each other, and I'm now here with you guys. Air Trooper 37, good evening to you. I bet it's not 3 degrees in Alicante. Right, I've lost my position of where on earth we are. So, oh, hang on. I might be getting it back up. Trying to find out the nearest airport to us whilst looking on Google Maps, working out where we are, and flying the aircraft I think is just a little bit too much for me. I'm not a woman, I can't multitask that well. But I do see a river and a lake coming up, so that's going to be a big giveaway as to where we are. Loving whoever's flying alongside in the bright orange wings and green fuselage. Chris Hogg, yeah, to be fair, this playlist is pretty neat, isn't it? just trying to find where we are. There's a little patch of river, or not a river, but a little lake there. And all these lakes, they're all there. You can find them quite happily on Google Maps. In fact, I found it. I know where we are. I know where we are. So we're coming up now to another intersection. There's a petrol station called Reservoir Corner. Air Trooper 37 is 18 degrees, so it's dropping. 18 degrees! That's blooming boiling in November for us. Right, Sandy Cross Road is down there, and we are now crossing what appears to be the Tarp River. Apparently. GD, yeah, the A380s by Emirates, they're bringing them back into service. We've had them landing at Manchester Airport now for quite a while, actually. And they fly straight over the top of us. In fact, I was chatting with one of the captains of the flight the other day. I went to Manchester Airport with my eldest, just because we do, we're plane geeks. And we're walking through the terminal after the 380 had landed, and saw the captain, so we accosted him. Pete, live traffic at 10 o'clock? Is there? Where? Oh yeah, we can see some live traffic up there. Provided by AIG, of course. If we go over a major international airport, we may see some, which would be quite nice. I mean, this is how good the simulator is. I have just found my position again on Google Maps based on this row of, again, it looks a little bit like, I don't know, solar panels. But it's there on Google Maps, I can see it, so now I know exactly where I am yet again. It's a beautiful simulator. GD, you can't wait till it's the A380 is released by fly-by-wire. I must say, I love to do some long-haul flights with that thing. It's going to be a learning curve. I couldn't ever claim to do real ops with the A380 because, well, not unless there's a 380 pilot out there that wants to come along and teach us how to fly it correctly. Another church, two churches. We've got the Tar River Church over to the left of us over here, and we've got the Sandy Fork Baptist Church, which is over here. The thing that gets me about this, I mean, if anyone is watching the stream from these parts here in the USA, please inform me. That's what these streams were all about, to learn as we go. But they're just in the middle of blooming nowhere. Who attends these churches? Do people drive so far for them? And is there nothing else to do? Do you not have TVs? Air Trooper 37, you've flown a lot on the Emirates 380, so yeah, I've been on 4 Emirates 380s and every one of them was fantastic. So very, very impressed with Emirates when we were flying with them. GD, it means you'll have to buy another throttle pack, but luckily I no longer have to hide things from a missus. Oh, GD, is that luckily? Michael Williams, a lot of these churches have very small congregations that are very devout. Well, that's the only thing I can think of. They must be so dedicated. And fair play to them. It takes a lot of commitment to stick with stuff like that, and if that's, you know, if that's their passion, great. Mine's flying. Chris, could I please do a video on trimming? Well, I never have, because of course the A320 has auto trim, so you don't need to touch it, apart from on the ground at the start, of course. Synchrony one, our local populations probably are the only ones who attend the local population are the ones that only attend the churches. Yeah, and Nick T, the attendance drops sharply in US churches. I would imagine COVID, of course, being a big factor just there. Look at the textures here. These are quite good textures. This isn't a massively built-up place by any means, but some of these field textures looking really good. Triple 37, you're jiggling all the way to the music. Yeah. It's Sunday night, guys. That's what we do. Just think we're on the North Europe server if you want to hop on board. So, Westgate Centre is where we're getting close to now. In fact, that's what you can just see ahead of us. What have we got here? Starbucks and some more hotels. Where's Starbucks? Can we spot it? Oh, there. There's Starbucks. Just here. Very nice. Yeah, you can tell some of the textures here are better than ones we saw previously, when you can see the cars in the car park, etc. Oh, J-Hog, I will, after the stream, thanks so much. It's quite nice. This portion of the I-95, we're not being bombarded with big cities. Of course, we had Boston, New York, Washington. I'm trying to think of some others that we've passed recently. Wilson Corporate Park over here, apparently, with a handcraft service. That's a large intersection. So we have Interstate 95, of course, which we're following straight on, but it meets the I-795. Which is what you can see intersect it. That's a lot of parking spots for a Starbucks. Michael Williams, you live in this part of the country and you've never understand why there are a bunch of hotels in these tiny little towns. It's got to be for business travellers, hasn't it? That's the only it's the only way that they're ever going to make any money. J-Hog, I shall indeed, so thank you for that. I've got a video to send you later as well. So here we go. Here's another one. The Thermo King of Wilson Church is coming up at this next intersection, just down here. So what have you guys all been doing this weekend? Have you had a chill out weekend, or has it been a busy weekend? We are slowly on the run up to Christmas, aren't we? Yes, Raymond, you did your pilot training in this area in the Carolinas. Ah, okay. Well, I suppose it's a great place to do pilot training, isn't it? If anything goes wrong, there are lots of fields. Djibouti 100, it's for the state parks. Right. Barry, you hate the problem with the doors and the interface for self-loading cargo. It doesn't work. What you need is pushback helper. I know not many people use it anymore because there are other mods available, but pushback helper is still the best mod I have found to sort that out. So I normally have that running right at the start of a stream. Sun's coming back out. Gorgeous weather, isn't it? Really nice. Good, nice weather. Azaka, as high school and football, baseball for the teams, the hotels. Yeah, that's a good shout as well. Oh, hello. Is that real life traffic? Oh no, that's just a really good, safe, sensible flyer. Don't know who that is that's with us, but well done. Looks good. Spring Hill Presbyterian Church coming up. What a name. That must be someone famous that died a long time ago. Brian, you flew to... oh, I saw the end of that stream, yes. Flew to Anchorage with Digital in the group. Yeah, his stream was a bit of a slideshow at the end there, wasn't it? Sadly. Self-loading cargo does indeed need updating, whenever that will be. Jebutsi, am I playing the Game of the Year edition? Yeah, you have to. You have to play that edition. There isn't any other edition. It's all mandatory updates, so we're all stuck playing the same edition. Am I using standard weather or Rex? This is standard weather. I've got Rex just in case I ever need it, but I've never had to use it. Michael, so the Presbyterian, Baptist and Methodist, big denominations in this part of the country. This is another reason I love this stream, because I will openly admit to knowing very little about the Americas. And stuff like that, but it's just a learning exercise as well, and it brings the community together. All of you guys are fantastic, and those of you obviously that live in this part of the world that we're flying over currently, so much insider knowledge, and that's what makes it great. And it's just a relaxing way to spend a Friday night, isn't it? Friday night? I'm being wishful. Sunday night. Dark, to be fair, he was streaming about 7 hours by that point. Well, yeah, but strangely enough, Drea was doing a 10-hour flight from Heathrow to Los Angeles yesterday. Same aircraft, Dreamliner, and I saw nothing. After I was watching after a 10-hour stream, and it was still absolutely fine. Unless he'd have to restart during the stream, I don't know. But Boxer Steve! Hey Boxer Steve, not seen you for a while, mate. Just about to watch the... oh, I presume that's meant to be watch your latest vaccine flight, rather than eat it. To educate yourself a bit on the A320, you haven't been able to play it since July because you've crashed the desktop bug. But saw you alive and now you're here. Oh, well, glad you're here, Boxer Steve, it has been a while. Right, we've got a little place coming up. Oh! McDonald's! It's the first McDonald's we've seen of this this flight, and the place is called Kenley. Coming up, so tell you what, these textures here for such a small little village town, they must have had a good camera on the satellite that went over here. Right, where's McDonald's? So back there, just so McDonald's. I think this is McDonald's, just here. 6 chicken nuggets and a large chocolate milkshake, please. Christopher, you were following the wrong way, you're lost. Oh dear. Oi, J-Hog, cheeky. I didn't eat that much. It was our Sam that ate it all. Look at those, look how clean those textures are down there. I bet I could see the golden arch if I got close enough. Roland, do you think flying VFR is the only way to go in the USA? You find flying an airline is a bit boring, no really exciting approaches. Do you know what, Roland? We're going to do TIVAT at some point. I've never done it on a live stream. I've done it privately, but if we do TIVAT or somewhere like that, or even Dubrovnik, TIVAT, Dubrovnik, Gibraltar. Oh, come on, name some Cat C approaches. Funchal. As Echo, we're live for 45 minutes and just now we're seeing the first McDonald's. You can't believe it. I know. Right, there is an auction house. An auto auction house, as we can tell down here. So many cars. Nicely rendered. Jeff, quick stop and get a Big Mac. I prefer my chicken nuggets. I'm not going to claim they're healthier by any stretch of the imagination. Brian, all your multiplayer people have disappeared, yet you're still online. That's weird. It is weird, you're right. I don't know what's happened there. B3D, hello. Roland, you've done Funchal, that's really good. It's much better if you're doing runway, is it 5? Runway 5? Boxer Steve, you've heard there's a new double Big Mac. Go grab one. I can't eat anything more after the meal I've just had. Micro Elementary School. Micro? Is that like micro brewery? Lee, this is Bing, of course. I will not be putting Google on here. I don't want to break the already unstable program. Esrim, if I like VOR arcs, then Tirana and Albania has one, and then you go into another one on the Star. It's not the arcs. DME arcs are fine. But yeah, Tivat, what a great approach that is. But what a stupid place to build an airport. The McRib is back, is it? Really? Wow. Nick T, you went astray towards Pitts Greenville? And love those airports, yeah. Tivat landed there, next plane, Microsoft's different beast. Dubrovnik, Funchal, Gibraltar, yeah. I mean, it's just a pleasure flying, isn't it, in Microsoft Flight Simulator, particularly when it looks like this. There are obviously some areas of the world that don't have quite as good graphics. Look at that sun reflection. It's like a second sun bouncing off that pond. That's beautiful. We said the low sun would give us some strange effects, and indeed it is. There's the Johnston County rest area, north and south, and a Southern States B&B. There's the Bailey feed mill coming up just there. And then we've got an area coming up which is just full of food places. Walmart Supercenter. We've got Chick-fil-A. What is Chick-fil-A? That's just presumably some sort of restaurant brand in the USA I've never heard of before. Oh, we've got a steakhouse. We've got chicken and barbecue. The Outback Steakhouse. Buffalo Wild Wings. Golden Corral Buffet and Grill. Wow, these guys are really going to town on the meat. At B3D we are indeed on multiplayer. Yeah, okay, look at this. Look how clean the graphics and textures are down here. This is wonderful. This is almost photogrammetry level. It really is. Oh, I'm loving that. Is that like a power station? Not a power station, but a substation. With the power lines going through as well. Honestly, I've never ever heard of Chick-fil-A or whatever it's called. Chick-fil-A? What is that? I'm guessing it's like Nando's. Michael, it's closed on a Sundays as part of the culture in this part of the US. See, again, local knowledge. You guys are great. So, this is, again, a place which is just full of food and restaurants and supermarkets. Very little residential. The Johnston Community College is just... where is it actually? The Johnston Community College. Oh, it's just here. There's the Johnston Community College. They're normally very easy to spot because they have loads of sports field. From the best chicken is KFC. I can't disagree with you there. I love KFC. Nick T, your ex and son love Chick-fil-A. Wow. Honestly, never heard of it. So I've already learned something new on this stream. Nick T is the owner of Churchgoer. That's fair enough. Fair enough indeed, isn't it? And each to their own. And to be honest, I think more places should close on a Sunday. Not for religious reasons, but just so it's a family day. Too many people have to work on Sundays, not spend time with the families. Says the guy streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator on a Sunday evening while his family are upstairs. Boxer Steve, you literally thought Nando's was a posh Pizza Hut till you realised it was different. Yeah, I kind of fell out with Nando's a little bit, just because the food that they gave, there wasn't that much chicken on it, or at least that's how it felt. I thought they needed some fatter chickens. Boxer Steve, don't I know that Subway are not allowed to call the bread in the UK because it has too much sugar in it? Yeah, actually I can believe that. I mean, I don't know if that's true, but that sounds like the kind of crazy thing that the UK would implement, or the EU. Let's not get political. B3D, I have no idea where we are. Honestly, if I'm completely honest. We're just about to pass the Four Oaks RV Resort off I-95, if that helps. Matthew, KFC in the US is absolute garbage. Is that right? Hey Matthew, by the way, good to see you. I love KFC here in the UK. It's really nice. Four Oaks Middle School down here. There you go. There's the basketball pitches. What looks like a more roundless pitch than basketball. There's a sign here on Google that says Ashley's Home Store, and it's pointing to well, this field just there. I'm guessing that's not quite right. So Four Oaks is where we are, just south of Four Oaks. That is Four Oaks, just over here. And there is another McDonald's along this road just here. Can't quite pick it out, sadly. I tell you, someone needs to make a McDonald's mod. Been saying this for weeks. If anyone knows someone who can do something like that, we'll start the campaign. We're dead center east North Carolina. Izako, thank you for that. Boxer Steve, so KFC in the UK is nice and juicy. One box meal with one barbecue and gravy, Pepsi Max cherry, along with a Milky Bar. Crush them when the machine isn't broken. That's your go-to. That is some list for a go-to. John, yes, we are in North Carolina, thank you. I think people want to know a little bit more specific so they can actually join in and fly with us as we head off into the sun. That's a very cinematic ending, isn't it, if we were to leave the stream now? There you go. It just needs the closing credits to Indiana Jones there now, as they ride off. I can't play that though. We'd get sued by John Williams and his estate. Do you know what? We haven't actually passed that many airports around here, have we? Christopher Shaw, you were heading north. That may explain why you can't see us. Hey Reese, this is indeed on multiplayer. Captain Quinn, hello. Christopher, you were going back to DC. Oh no. Captain Quinn, this is the Diamond DV20. So, just having a look the National Estates Incorporated Airport is probably the next one that is anywhere near us. Actually, it's not called that at all, ignore me. It's the National Estates Incorporated Airport. That sounds very Spanish. I have no idea what the ICAO code for that is though, I'm afraid. Oh, back to work tomorrow. Don't even know if that has an ICAO code, to be fair. It might not do. In fact, no, I don't think it does. Be interested to see if something like that was actually here in the simulator. It might not be. Right, well, whilst I was looking for that, I've completely lost myself. Ooh, what is that? Strange building. I'm trying to work out where we are because I have lost ourselves now as I was trying to work out where the nearest airport to us actually is. So this is a town called Dunn. But yeah, there actually is no airfields around, which is so strange, so very, very strange. Food Lion Distribution Centre is just over here. I honestly can't believe we've not passed any airfields. Reese, how can you join? It's a fair question when there's no airport around. Obviously you can spawn mid-air. So you can spawn mid-air and find us. Azarco Kilo Fox Alpha Yankee is the closest airport to us, is it? You could be right. But once again, I'm just trying to find out exactly where we are on our journey. Matthew, what's that? Kilo Hotel Romeo Juliet is just northwest of us. Thank you for that. Right, well I actually just need to find a landmark because I have got us lost. I don't normally like to turn on the VFR map, but I may need to at this point. Boxer Steve, surely autopilot is on for this flight? No, it's not. Absolutely not. Let's get that VFR map up, shall we? See where on earth we are. Might take a while for things to load. Oh, there you go. Oh, that airport that I was referring to, I think is here. November Charlie 22. There really is very, very little around us, isn't there? However, the next airport we come across will be the ending point for the stream. It's I've never actually struggled to find an airfield to land at, but we certainly have on this one. So November Charlie 22, I think we're going to head there, wherever the heck that is. Let's have a quick look. I am googling away here. So that is the Charles Field Airport in Dunn, Northern Carolina. Okay, yeah, that's where we're going. Now all I've got to do is actually find it. Zacko, I'm going slower than you thought. Yes, yeah. We're not fast at all. I think we're only about 80 knots, something like that. Captain Quinn, I have the Airbus side stick that we used to fly. Now all we've got to do is get ourselves to the Charlesfield Airport, which is... Oh, we've not done one of these before, guys. We've not done one of these. It's a grass strip. It is a grass strip. Alright, so we're going to take a left coming up just here. And we're going to try and find it. Right, let's do it properly. Get rid of that. We've not done a grass strip airport before on this series, so we're going to go for it. Grass strip it is. And funnily enough, the service centre down here is called Pilot Diesel. We don't need none of that. Okay, we're going to bank a left here onto Long Branch Road. And we're going to follow Long Branch Road for a while. And I think if we just follow this road and follow this road and follow this road, we'll come up and see it pretty soon. This is an airfield. This is just a guy who's got a house that just happens to have a field long enough for a runway in it. So I'm hoping we're on the right track here. Trying not to get lost. That's the Mingo Swamp behind us. Then the next bank of tree lines just here. We'll carry straight on onto this small little road here. The Lee Cemetery is just there. Boy, that's small. There's then a row of houses. That's a great landmark, this. A really great landmark. We're going to have to start slowing our aircraft down a little bit. Then we've got a big field with the farmer's house in. Yep, that's beneath us. Then Randy's Auto Repair. And now, come on then, where are you? I think it's this strip here. That's insane. Oh, it's there. That's it. It's there. It literally is. A guy with a house. And that is the grass strip runway. Oh, man. Wow. How has that got a Wikipedia page? Well, that's different. Get yourselves down, boys and girls. That is unbelievable. But you know what? We've landed at big major international airports, we've landed at municipal airports, we've landed at regional airports, we haven't landed in someone's backyard. So, there you go. Imagine if someone was doing like a nice VFR flight and the weather changed or something went wrong and he started to run out of fuel and he sat in his living room watching TV and an aircraft plops next to him. Barry, you wish you had something like that. That's amazing. So guys, just pull up and park up in the field, mind the sheep. That is great, isn't it? And Brian, you hope his wife's made dinner for us all. I can't believe that's even here in the simulator. That is insane. I implore all you guys to find out the Wikipedia page. Tell you what, if you didn't know it was there, you'd just fly straight over that, wouldn't you? You really would. think if anyone's flying an aircraft any bigger than the diamond that I'm in, you're going to struggle to get in there. Barry, yeah, how cool is it that if you have an airstrip like that, it's in the simulator? So I'm just circling it at the moment, just for in case anyone needs to find it who's been flying with us today. How on earth am I going to remember where we are next week when we pick this up? Charles Field, NC22, with a nice evening sun. New boy, does it have an ILS? Oh, the guy must obviously have a private plane. Imagine just like if him and his wife have an argument and a fight, he can just slam the door, get in his plane and take off. Boxer Steve, yeah, a nice EasyJet private diamond livery. How cool is that? Thanks to Dark Fury. As swimmers, when doing flight instructions, we used to pull the throttle over a field and see if the student picked it as their field, and get them to land it without telling them and see if they noticed. If it was a grass strip. Yeah. Boxer Steve, you know someone's going to try and land a 747 there. Do you know what? This airport now, after this stream, it may just become really popular. Dark, who do I phone for ATC clearance? Yeah, that's why I'm circling really low. I need to get low enough to get a phone signal. What's gone on there? Who's that that's just nosedived here? Don't wreck the airfield. Someone's got to land there in a minute. Oh, do you know how peed off the owner's going to be now? You've just dug a hole in his airstrip. Matthew, Ruth, the wife, I'm assuming, is actually the owner of the strip. Well, now you've just knackered the runway up. We're all gutted. Oh, he's disappeared. Fair dues. Whoa, 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 whoa! Who was that? He now needs a new roof tile. Loving it. Loving it. Azako, I need to just hold off on landing until they fill in the divots. Yes, indeed. Lockweed! Yeah, we don't need to fly too slow just yet. Flaps are out anyway, mate. I've not got full flaps out just yet. I can still hear the stall engine going off now, actually. I've just got the flaps out. So... well, low and slow enough. Loving the reflections on this. Tell you, whoever did just graze that guy's roof tiles, what a legend. I'm assuming your crash detection has been turned off. No, that's not going to work. Oh, this is the best landing fun we've had on this stream, so on this series. Look at you guys all parked up so nice and neat. You've basically just landed yourself and pointed you down the runway. You guys could just all flash your landing lights and bring us in, couldn't you? I'm guessing it's one way in and one way out. That looks like a fast approach. That one looks unconventional. Right, I'm going to go around one more time, then I'm going to get in the flight, get back in the flight deck, and we'll try and bring her in. I'm going to extend the downwind leg though. Boxer Steve, hopefully our next stream will be tomorrow, but we'll be back on back in the Airbus, back for real ops tomorrow. Another scheduled EasyJet flight. Right guys, there's our target. Captain Quinn, nice music. Wow, a few people have said that tonight. Good happy vibe. That's what we want on a Sunday night. Boxer Steve, we always do these on a Sunday evening. And look, sun getting low in the sky. It's going to be interesting over the next few weeks how this works. Who's sat at the end of the runway? Don't sit there. Captain Quinn, you work for a real airline. Ah, are you piloting or otherwise? Obviously you don't have to answer for confidentiality. Dark Fury, when will the long hauls be back? I honestly don't know. I'd love to do one tomorrow. I would love to do one tomorrow. It's not beyond the realms of possibility, but the problem is, until I get up and see how the day's panned out, I'm not always sure. Right, let's try and bring her in without smashing into the guy's front room, shall we? Boxer Steve, I do normally announce in advance when this stream's taking place. I just didn't do today, as I didn't know it was going to take place. I didn't imagine I was actually going to be able to get this stream done today, but we have. Oh, this is a bit fast, isn't it? Auto brake max. Let's hope it's weeds. Oh, good God, no. Oh. Okay, fair enough. We stopped. Little help? This thing doesn't have reverse thrust, does it? I'm not sure I can spin my way out of this. Oh, hang on, I might be able to. Okay, Control P, will that get us back? Or is it Shift P? I can't recall. Oh dear. I'm trying to drill my way through his house, but it's not working. Yeah, probably should have gone around there. Well, hang on. I might just need to cheat a little bit. There we go. Ah, well. Now we're down. Well, I bet the guy no longer has to worry about getting his lawn cut. So, we've just kind of invaded some poor guy's house landing strip. And I think, in terms of airport landings and how that went, that was actually pretty great. Really enjoyed that. Matthew, crunch, honey, I'm home. I mean, that's a blooming caravan, isn't it? A house? All these houses, we've got static caravans in the UK that are built like this. I'm loving the air conditioning units on the sides of these buildings. I think that's great. Oh. Well, I've really enjoyed that, guys, and landing at this strange little airstrip was the perfect ending to what was a really rather enjoyable stream. All these streams are enjoyable with you guys. I love these Sunday streams. Right then, guys, all we need to do is remember that the next time we take this flight, we are at Charlesfield, November Charlie 22. I do suggest a quick read on that on Google, because that's, well, the fact that it's even on Wikipedia is amazing. Right then, guys, that is a us done for tonight. Thank you so much to all of you that have flown with us today. Apologies, there was very late notice for the stream starting. As I say, I wasn't 100% certain that this would be happening tonight, but really glad you guys could all come along and fly with us. Hopefully next Sunday once again. Maybe not next Sunday. I believe one of my kids has a birthday, so we will have to play that one by ear as well. So thank you so much, guys, for an enjoyable flight and an even more enjoyable landing. And I'm just watching everyone disappear. Is there a tornado coming I don't know about? Thank you so much for that, guys. We will be back hopefully tomorrow at some point with a real ops flight. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. But of course, we shall be back during the week as per usual with real ops flights. Usually, definitely on the Tuesday evening, if not before. If you've enjoyed that, please do hit the like button on the stream. It makes a massive difference to the channel. So thank you so much for that. Captain Quinn, I've got 4 of them, mate. What's this? That's like I said, I'm sure it's one of theirs next week. So thank you so much for that, guys. Do hit the like button, and really helps to support the channel. And of course, if you are brand new, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on that notifications bell so you don't miss any future live streams, video content, and of course these multiplayer flights. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you've had a great weekend. Looking forward to seeing you all again very soon. Good night, kids.